9-1 and 2 due up for YD here in the bottom of the third inning. A scoreless game against Orleans. And Dante Vecchini, Lucas Franco, and Phoenix Call will look to change that. YD looked to change that yesterday and was never able to do so. Shut out by Wareham in a 1-0 loss. And it was a disappointing day offensively, both for the team and for YD superfan Gary Wilson.
Yeah.
It's still Harrison Thayer on the mound as Vecchini squares to bunt and takes a called strike. We talked to Gary before the game, and he said he went up to pick after the game and said, my cowbell had a bad day. He rings his cowbell for every YD run, and the cowbell never rang. There he is in the red hat.
Gary's the best.
And Vecchini into the left center gap, and Kelly's right there. We always love the cowbell. We've heard the cowbell a whole lot this season from Gary, but yesterday was the first time all season that the cowbell didn't ring, and he let Pick know.
He's got his snack. He always brings Tupperware to the games.
Everybody knows where his seat is. Everybody knows where he'll be. As Lucas Franco swings through the first pitch from Thayer. He grounded out to second his first time up.
I feel like everybody should know his voice, too.
Yep.
I mean, he's the most vocal YD fan there is at the games. You saw him yelling just a moment ago.
0-1 to Franco, and that is down the line and fair. Extra bases for Lucas Franco. And a one-out double for Franco puts YD in business.
Beautiful swing. He was ready for that pitch. All the speed in the world to get to second base. And now we'll see if YD can do what they couldn't do yesterday. And that's drive the runner at second home.
See if Gary's cowbell can make an appearance. The cowbell you heard on the double is a new cowbell. That's not Gary's. Gary's only rings for runs.
And I think he's pulling it out.
Phoenix Call takes a called strike. There it is. The famous cowbell. YD's in run-scoring territory. Phoenix Call singled his first time up. And Thayer's 0-1. Up high. There were two teams that hadn't been shut out all season leading into yesterday. YD was one of them, but that's changed. And now Chatham is the only team that has made it this far without getting shut out. The 1-1, a big swing and a miss from Call.
Looked like he was on time with that pitch, just a little bit over top of it. Good breaking ball.
Lucas Franco leading off second after his one-out double. And Harrison Thayer up 1-2 on Call. It's 2-2. Of the last 54 innings that YD has played, the Sox have scored in 8 of them. Offense has been hard to come by in recent games, and the 2-2 keeps Call alive.
I'd be surprised if Phoenix sees a fastball at this point in the at-bat. He's going to have to hit something off speed, I would think.
Another 2-2 from Thayer. And Call into left, a base hit. Franco gets the hold at third as that ball squirts by. And now here comes Franco. He's in. There's the cowbell. Aggressive base running for Lucas Franco pays off. Call ends up at second, and YD scores its first run in over a game.
Beautiful base hit by Phoenix Call. This will likely be scored as a error maybe by the catcher. I wouldn't think they'd give Magpok the air on the throw from left. Ryan McDougal just kind of booted that ball in foul territory, and it gave the speedy Lucas Franco enough time to dive home.
The cowbell gets its first action in a while.
It had been waiting for it.
Kevin Takeuchi pops it up, right side of the infield, and Gomez makes the call. When you tell Scott Pickler, the 28th year manager for YD, I didn't get to ring my cowbell, what's up with that? He's going to try and let you ring your cowbell. Gary made sure to let him know.
It's so funny.
It's hilarious.
The relationship he and Pick have is a really cool one. They talk before every game. Obviously, Pick's been the manager here for close to 3 decades. Gary's been gone to the games for close to as long.
Call advances to third as that ball jumps to the backstop.
And they've really formed a friendship, a genuine friendship. And so they can joke with one another like that.
Pick is a guy that jokes with everybody as well. Like, he's just kind of a laid-back guy that'll mess around with you if he can sense you like jokes, and that's what he has with Gary. The 1-0 to Cerna, fouled off. YD has its first run. The Sox looking to clinch the playoffs with a win over Orleans today, and a second run 90 feet away. The 1-1 to Cerna. A called strike. This run is the first run that YD has scored since the 4th inning of the Chatham game 2 days ago. 16 innings without one. And Cerna into the glove of McDougal behind the plate. That'll retire the side. But the cowbell rings for the first time on the single and error. Phoenix call on the delivery, and Lucas Franco comes across to score. 1-0 Sox as we'll head to the 4th.
Attention YD fans.